Pie crust is something that seems to intimidate people. It's really easy, it's really delicious. So this is how you make the pie crust dough. There's 6 ingredients. First one's flour. You're gonna add 3 cups of purple straw. Then you're gonna add your salt, and it's 1 1/4 teaspoons, or you can just do a rounded teaspoon. And then you're just gonna mix it together. And then you're gonna throw your butter in. I use 1.5 cups of butter. That's 3 sticks. And I realize that seems like a lot of butter, and it probably is. So you can cut it down to 2 sticks if you want to. You're gonna wanna cut your butter into the flour. So that means you're gonna want to get your butter down to like these little bit, probably like that size chunks coated in the flour. So that's gonna help make you a nice flaky pie crust. I kind of like to do it by hand. It does take a little bit of time. You can just sort of squeeze them and do like that. You want your butter to be chilled, so it's gonna probably be the smaller chunks you could snap like that. You probably want it in the refrigerator, not in your freezer. In your freezer is going to be a lot harder to cut. And this is probably the part that takes the longest for the pie crust. So I think that's, yeah, we do have a few bigger chunks, but I think that's probably about good. So then you're going to add a tablespoon of vinegar, and we use white vinegar. Just put it right in. I usually crack the eggs in a separate bowl. I got 2/3 cup of water measured, and you might not use all of that. So I would pour your water in right by your egg. It'll help incorporate the egg a little bit. So you don't want to dump in all the water you measured out. You want to do it like piecemeal, little by little. Just see how much you need. And then, oh, yeah, that's very soft. And yeah, we don't need to add any water because I can tell it's still pretty wet. So it's going to be a little sticky, but you're gonna work it until everything's just come together. Like it's not gonna be smooth like a bread dough or like pizza dough. I'm just gonna keep rolling it around until I get the last little crumbs in. Don't want to work it too much, but I don't want to leave lots of flour in the bottom of the bowl either. I've still got this much water left. Like if I had added that much, it would have been way too much water. So I'm gonna throw this in the fridge. A lot of times what I'll do, because this makes technically 2 crusts, but actually makes a little extra, so you can honestly probably get crusts out of this, but I'll just split it up and I'll just wrap it up, and then I'll throw it in the fridge. Probably harden up enough to make it easier to work with in about, I don't know, hour and a half, I would guess. I've got my dough resting in the fridge right now, so I'm just gonna get the peaches all set before I pull that out. So now that we've got the peaches strained, I'm just gonna add 2/3 cup of sugar. If you don't want it that much sugar, you can just cut that down. 1/3 cup of flour, I'm gonna be using the purple straw, and 1/4 a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a teaspoon of lemon juice, and that's gonna be our pie filling. It's about ready. I think we're ready for the pie crust now. I'm just gonna pull the dough out of the fridge. So I made this pie dough like, I don't know, an hour and a half ago. We're just gonna sprinkle some flour. So you're just gonna have your rolling pin, and something you can do is you can flour your rolling pin. So it'll keep the dough from sticking to it. You're just gonna roll it out. And just gonna turn the dough a little so I can get it all sides. And then something I'll do a lot is I'll flip it over, because then I know it's not sticking to the table. And I'm just gonna sort of roll it over on my rolling pin a little bit, and you can see it's starting to stick to the table some. A little bit of flour over there, and I'm gonna turn it over again, and I'm gonna flour my rolling pin, and we're just gonna keep doing that. Make it a little bit bigger. And you want to make sure that you don't just do it one way. Like it's supposed to fit over like a pie pan. You want to be seeing how much, how thick it is, how thin do you want your pie crust. Or if you can see like those streaks of butter, it's going to taste really good. It's going to help make it nice and flaky. And you want to try and make sure, so I don't know if you can tell, like right here dips a little, right here is a little taller. You want to just, if you can, just have it, be uniform. You're just going to take your rolling pin. You're just gonna roll the dough right over, pull out pie dish, and we're just gonna unroll it right there. And look at that, smooth out the middle. So you're gonna put your filling in there. There we go, that's pretty good. And then you you've got extra dough on the sides. You can take a knife or just with your fingers, and you're gonna take off the extra. So what you do not want to do is do it like there. I know you might be thinking, oh, like that's great. Like that might work if you're doing just like a bottom crust, but I have to put a top on this. So when I go to put my top crust on, I'm gonna have nowhere to crimp the edges. What you want to do is you want to look for the very edge, and you want to do it that way. So I'm going to use a knife just to make it a little easier, and you're just going to follow the edge. So if you are just doing like a pumpkin pie or a chocolate chip pie, you might just want one crust. So you would, put your filling in, put it in the oven, and you could just do that way. If you did that, you would crimp it now. So there's a lot of different ways to just like make the edges look pretty, is what crimping is. So you could do that all the way around. I'm gonna be putting a top, so I'm just gonna smooth that back out. Your recipe might call for a pre-baked crust. I don't do those a lot, but if you're ever pre-baking your crust, you're gonna wanna make sure you put something in there to keep the edges from sliding down. Parchment paper lining, or I don't know, coffee filter. You could fill it with like coffee beans or something, because you want to make sure the edges are supported. You could maybe even do like another fitted pie crust. For this pie, we're gonna just add the peach filling, and as you can see, it's still kind of juicy. And it comes just about to the top. With the other ball of dough, we're gonna do the exact same thing we did before. Just smush it down. So I'm going to do the same thing. And this part you want to be careful, because you want to put it on carefully, because otherwise you're going to have peach juice on half your pie and it won't stick to the bottom half properly. So we're going to roll it up again. We're going to take the end and we're just going to unroll it right on top. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut away. So you've got your top and your bottom layer, but you want to sort of crimp them. Probably the easiest way is to just take a utensil or your thumb, and you'll just push down. And you leave like a tiny little space, and then you'll push down again. One thing you want to make sure you do is you want to make slits for the air to get out while it's baking. So you're going to make sure you cut through all the way on your dough. And I'll just make 2 or 3. I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably make like a sort of a little star on the edges instead if you wanted to. If you want to make it look a little prettier, you don't have to. It'll still taste amazing. Is you can either add an egg wash or a butter wash, just to make it brown really pretty. I'm just gonna use butter. So I'm just gonna do half of it so you can just sort of see what it looks like. And then I'm gonna sprinkle some brown sugar and cinnamon on top. And I've got my oven going at 350. This is probably gonna take about 45 minutes. Might be a little different depending on your oven. And I'm gonna set my timer for 15 minutes and we'll check it then. So you've got all these little extra things, and you could probably make another pie crust out of it. Or you can make another really yummy treat, and then you can put these on a baking sheet and just bake them that way, and they're gonna make almost like a Pop-Tart kind of consistency. I like to put them in cinnamon and sugar, and then when the pie is done, I'll throw them in. So I'll do them at 350 again. These will probably only take about 15 minutes though. So this is the pie after 15 minutes. I'm just gonna pull it out so you can kind of see. So it is kind of dripping a little bit. I don't know if you can see. So yeah, having the pan under it's a good idea. I'm gonna set for 15 more minutes. So it looks really good. It's starting to brown a little more on this side. I think that's the side we buttered. That browns much more, it's gonna burn. But I just wanna make sure like the inside and the bottom crust bakes as well. Cause yeah, the top crust is gonna have an easier time baking than the bottom crust. So that's pretty well covered. And then I'm just gonna throw it back in for Probably 7 more minutes. So altogether, it was 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, so we're at 35 minutes, and then it was about 7 minutes after that. So around 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Just let it cool and you can eat. You could take your leftover crust. You could do like little cutouts. You could do things for fall, like your like little leaves. Yeah, you could do things for Christmas.